video recordings because I've been recording them every week, and for a little while I was like, oh, we could throw them on Vimeo, and then throw the Vimeo. I didn't realize Vimeo cost money, so I didn't do that. I did
Oh,
sign us up
I
for
didn't know that
Vimeo.
either.
Um, I signed us up for Vimeo, but I didn't actually do anything with it.
Right.
But
I
I
wasn't
was
aware it cost money either.
I was thinking, oh, we could throw it on Vimeo as a private video and then load that onto Patreon so that our patrons could get it night of. But
Well, but they could also go watch the video on demand on
yeah,
Twitch tonight,
that's
though,
true.
too. No, you're not wrong. I just think because our videos are public, and then Nicole moves them to YouTube.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. Um,
I suppose I could trim out the beginning and end of the
I mean,
video
really,
and
honestly,
put
if
it
you
on
really just wanted
YouTube.
to, uh,
Well, I guess
hit record on Zoom, let it record the audio and video. If we wanted to do this, is what we do in Breaking the Panel, and we're going to continue to do it when we go live in January. Is we do before the show, and then we're going to hit the live button about the time that we get ready to broadcast, and then there's a break in the middle. And what live gets is a screen, we'll be right back screen coming up, and the camera you can see us doing stuff live, but you can't hear it. Right?
oh,
It's kind
okay.
of a buried thing. It has our contact information and everything else. And then when we come back into the show, we flip it back like you would with the game. To be right back goes back to a live shot. We do the show. We end the show. We do another 5-10 minutes of content after the show. So they get before, middle, and end as part of their Patreon package.
Hmm.
That's something we might do here. I don't know. It's just an idea because I'm with you. We need to revamp it, but we can talk about that later, like you said.
Yeah, 'cause it's just about go time.
Yeah, I'm checking to see if we have any emails.
Last I checked, we did not, but I don't know where the
Oh, I gotta do the December payouts. I just realized.
oh yeah, from
Yeah,
Patreon. Um, SpeakPipe. I don't know where those SpeakPipe ones end up. Do you get alerted to
it's
those?
on speakpipe.com. Do we have one?
I don't know. I don't know how to access it.
Usually I get an email somewhere saying, "Hey, so and so did it." I will give you the info to log in off air, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's speakpipe.com and then the login. And actually, you could probably figure out the login. But there's nothing new there.
Oh man.
Did you play Cheeky Nashville a month ago?
I don't think so.
You know what? I have these to play. We'll see if these were played before or not. So we've got 3 speak pipes to try tonight.
Guess we'll find out. We've got 4 people here so far, and my guy is drifting out, drifting like crazy right now.
But I actually have got my stuff set back up on my computer that I can do art in about 5 minutes. I'll get you the name of that font. I didn't realize you never had it.
So I don't have Photoshop, and I don't know if what I use it allows me to import fonts.
The company has a Photoshop Elements or something like that from 2018, 2019, 2018 or 17. We bought it. So I can get you the company license so you can use it just for it's once you get it set up, it's super fast and easy. But you can also check whatever you do use, you can check to see if it does fonts. Otherwise, I can do the art it'd be Friday before I do it, but I can do the art on Fridays.
For a second, I was like, "Who's sending me messages?" And I realized it was me 6 alerting everyone that we're live. Oh man.
Oh yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna do a quick sound check. Make sure I get the right thing turned up. This should be it. So tell me if you hear anything.
Hey, Charles and Joe. This is Kay Ashby
from
Port Orange, Florida.
You heard that okay?
It was a little quiet, but yeah, I could hear it.
All right.
Hey, Charles and Joe.
That better?
This is Kay Ashby from.
Is that better?
Turn it up just a smidgen more, and I'm pretty sure unless K. Ashby sent a newer one.
Nope, this is a month ago.
Okay, I remember hearing from K. Ashby because.
Hey, Charles and Joe, this is.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Yeah, because there's I have a bunch of friends here that are last name Ashby, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're related.
Well, I'm so far behind on listening to things. We'll play them again because I haven't heard the shows that I missed already. That wasn't on. I need to wait a minute to chat, so let me get that pulled up, and then we'll be ready to go. What time is it? Is it? Oh yeah, we got 1 minute left. Look at that.
No, it's 8:02.
Not according to my background. According to my phone, it is. Not according to my background.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yep.
Pip Cheerios. I'm getting super excited for the Dungeons and Dragons podcast that I've been working on. It's gonna be sweet.
Good. That's awesome, man.
I've spent like $1,500 on equipment.
Shut up. Nobody cares. Stupid Twitch ad. I like that. I'm just kidding. Actually, it's a really cool Twitch ad.
I thought you were talking to me.
Oh no, sorry. I forgot you can't hear what I can hear because I've got this computer audio separated, so you can't hear it. It looks like I'm not going to be buying any toys at tax time because I've got Tony and I were looking at our con schedule, and I've got to fund that somehow. So that's how I'm gonna be using my tax money for that instead of toys. I really wanted that Go XLR, and I was thinking about possibly looking at a new computer, laptop, but I don't need to replace my laptop yet, and business wise, I need to go to these cons more than I need to Go XLR.
Yeah.
Where is Pop out?
I've got a laptop I don't use, but it's 10 years old.
That's why you don't use it, Joe. I got like 5 of those. No, I got 2 or 3. I have a hard time throwing anything out because I have kids. I'm like, these old crappy ones can work for the kids, and then I just don't give it to them. All right, I don't find this chat pop out setting anymore.
Did they get rid of it?
I don't know. I just can't find it. There is a difference. I mean, I'm acknowledging there's a difference that just because I can't find it doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah, because it used to be in the chat settings where you could click pop out chat.
Right.
And I'm not seeing it either. You have to go to non-mod settings.
Okay, I see that button.
Switch to non-mod
and there it is.
settings.
I did. I switched
Pop
to non-mod settings.
chat.
So whoever told us that, thank you for that.
It was Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole. Because I was in the menu, I couldn't actually see who was typing. All right, I think I'm ready to go. You ready to go?
I think so. Oh, by the way, I think I found a way to make it so that if they push the buttons, we can hear it.
All right, well, somebody push the free button and see if we can hear it.
Hold on.
Did they play Sound of Silence? Because that's all I hear.
I don't hear it.
All right, I won't kick this off anyway. Don't get. Welcome to Pokemon GO Podcast, where I'm not Brian Ibbett. Sorry, everybody. But we are your number 1 podcast for source of news, reviews, tips, bad intros, techniques, helps, other things that aren't English well spoken. I'm the rock podcast of God, Charles McFall. And that is the glue that was made from horses, Merrick_Ard.
Oh, Charles.
You start fumbling, you go with it, right? Just tumble on down that hill until you smack into the wall. Woo.
This is the first time in a month that we've had our normal setup.
I know. I'm in the shakes now because I'm booming now according to Shiftworks.
It's okay, I'll turn him down.
Well, Shiftworks. Get used to it because that's who I bees. That's why they call me OK Boomer. So, Joe, man, it's been a month. It has been a month since you and I have sat down. Last week had on Brian Ibbett. He definitely missed you. He was looking forward to having
I missed Brian Ibbett.
Did you listen to last week's show?
Yes, I
did. Because that'd have been way funnier if you hadn't listened to last week's show. Well, you're a better missing host than I. Because, like I said, I'm way behind. I still haven't. They're in the queue. It's not like I skipped them, but there's a lot of stuff I'm getting to. And when I'm driving, I don't just go find the podcast, just let them play in order. So I'm getting there. I want to hear what Rob had to say and what Barry had to say.
I gotta play those ads.
What ads are those?
The ones from Anchor.
You don't play them.
They're
all right, Joe.
I gotta listen to it.
Yes. All right. Woosah. I'm okay. All right, now experience of the week. I had one. I'm trying to remember what it was. Yeah. I think I did one or two more. I did one more, at least one more rocket battle. So I have 5 pieces now. I'm up to 5 pieces. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I've been doing some normal catches and some normal things. It's hard out here for a pimp. I'm just saying, it's rough to catch those Pikachus when you got a million things to do. I've been doing long hours at the school and trying to push, not push. That sounds negative. I've been trying to do better stuff for our show and for the network and holiday seasons. And Lord Jesus, I ain't got time for Christmas no more. I got other stuff I got to do. So there's a community day coming up. This. Don't tell me I'm inappropriate, Joe. I can see the chat.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay. So, community days coming up.
For our podcast listeners who cannot see the screen, I was trying to name a Moltres Spicy KFC, and apparently that is an inappropriate name.
Spicy KFC is an inappropriate name?
Apparently.
Interesting. I don't see the screen either. I just have the chat popped out. So that's just enough to distract me from what we're trying to do here. So yeah, hopefully next week. So I really want to try to get out and do the weekend that we have coming up, the community day weekend, right? And I'd like to get out and get involved in that. We have Saturday and Sunday coming up. Saturday I'll be at the school again like I was last Saturday, but it's a whole different reason. Our year is coming to an end right before Christmas, so we got lots of stuff we got to get done, before we take 2-week break.
That's not how New Year's works.
It does for us. I get 2 weeks off, give or take.
Oh, that's right, because you work for the school.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Last year we got like 4 weeks off, so we lost half of that. What about you? How was your experience of the last 2 weeks, man?
Well, the Moltres that I was trying to name Spicy KFC, who is now named Buffalo Wings, is a 100% Moltres that I got out of a box earlier this week. And from 2 weeks ago, I got a new shiny Pokemon. I got a shiny Barboach.
Nice.
So that's pretty sweet in and of itself. So that is my biggest experiences. I think I've only rated twice for Terrakion, and I've got one of them.
That's 3 times more than me.
I have rated twice, and that's 3 times more than you.
Have you forgot what my sense of humor is like, Joe? Has it been that long, my friend?
Oh, Charles. So, but yeah, no, it's been fun. Not as much fun when you're, stuck at work, but I had fun.
Good.
I had fun. It's fun. It's a game. It's fun.
You're not finding yourself rocking in the basement? No, it's fun. It's okay. Fun.
It's still fun. It's still fun.
Gotta catch. Start scratching. Gotta catch them all on your arm, on the walls, on your desk. Oh, that's all right. You're running low on Stardust. Do we need to do a methadone Stardust for you? Oh, you got the Law's chicken up in your house. I see that. That little rooster curl. That's a Chick-fil-A symbol. I know what that is.
That is a peppermint and chocolate milkshake.
You don't eat the devil's chicken at Popeyes. You go for the Law's chicken sandwich. It's all right.
Because they know how to do a drive-through.
Yeah, they do. Oh my! We're not getting this off topic, but Chick-fil-A's got the science of drive-through down. All right, so you know what? Oh crap! I just realized last week I forgot to pull up the Discord experiences of the week to talk about, because we didn't have that when it was around, and I was updating some stuff on the broadcast and all this other stuff, and
but Brian mentioned some of it.
Did he?
Or at least maybe it was in the stream chat, but he mentioned about Terry getting a couple of his suggestions approved for points of location in the game.
Well, there we go. I take it back. I'm going to edit that part out. Man, we stayed on top of the experience of the week. Joe, do you have the experience of the week on Discord pulled up from our community, which you can be a part of at patreon.com/Pokemon Go Podcast?
Let's see. Terry, of course, has 1 million entries, but one that is particularly I'm jealous of is a 93% Lucky Dino. Pretty awesome there.
That's nice.
Yeah. Shiftworks got a 100% green Burmy, and also
Sorry, go ahead.
a shiny Onyx from his couch, which evolved into a Steelix. And then Popeye got a shiny Onyx off of a GPS drift at work. And then Terry with more submissions and a 100% Terrakion. So that's what we've got there.
You know, the sad part is his ex-wife gets half of his Pokemon collection. So he has to, that's why he works so hard to get extras.
That's why he started a second account.
Yeah.
He's Terry Wolf level 40 times 9 on his one account, and he's already level 30 something on his second account.
Unfriended right now. Just done. I don't need that kind of shame in my life. I don't need pokey catching shame. I did have an experience. You know, on the show, both Ib and I were talking about we didn't have the tan Burmy, and the shadows kept popping up. I got a tan Burmy like the next day. A shadow popped up, and I went and got it.
I sure
I have
so.
all three Burmies at this point. No, I'm shiny. No shiny Burmies, unless something's been caught during the week that I don't know about. But I did physically go get that tan one to finish my collection. So there is that. Oh, man, it is good to be back. We should be good to the end of the year. That's with a question mark, but I think we're going to be all right.
Well, speaking of that.
Oh, yeah. And a new listener last week, Kit Kat, the Cat got us the title, which was Andy Shiny's a good shiny. And we love playing that game. You know what? I'm down. If you want to email, because you don't listen live, I get it. We love you on the podcast. You guys are amazing. You guys and girls, I just kind of generalize there. But you're amazing. We love that you download. You listen to the anchor ads. It's really cool. All that stuff. But if you want to throw out some titles, do it. Email them to us. Show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. Right? Yeah. Yeah, just for some reason it felt long, but it's not. That's right. It just felt long. It's like, no, isn't it Pokemon? No, I use. Anyway, show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. And you know what? Even if it doesn't make it to the official title, because somebody got that in the live, which is an encouragement to come out live, especially with the holidays coming up, you're going to be off work. Come on, man. We do this 8 o'clock Eastern almost every week. I say almost because sometimes we change the time and all this other stuff. But Joe, right? If they email us, we'll be more than happy to play with it and talk about it and give them email credit, right? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sounds good to me.
Is this the order you want to talk about it in, sir? Because there's no numbers or anything here. Just making sure we're good.
Do whatever you want to.
And Nicole says, if you want to look it up, go to twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast. And under the stream, the email address and other ways to contact us are there too. And thanks to Nicole who put all that
Nicole,
together.
she spruced up underneath our stream quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, she put
awesome
she put a few flowers out. Would you call it spruce? She's not like she repainted the whole house.
She put a hippie Eevee in there.
Oh no! I asked for that one. I totally just asked for that one. Well, we got one from El Gringo Suave. So I love to start with the ones that the listeners bring to the table. You know what? I'm not even going to take that bait. I'm going to go on with the headlines. For the PvP fans, this is over on reddit.com/r. So Pokemon Go Podcast. El Gringo Suave posted this up. It's my favorite, the Flork of Cows art. And so...
do you have any idea what's going on here?
Do you not? I not?
Do you?
Are you asking if I? Yeah. No, I don't. I see that they nerfed Marsh Stomp, Blastoise, Gloom, I think is that name. And the green one is that Totodile? I can't tell what the green one is.
It's Ivysaur.
Ivysaur. Okay, now, I love the art, but that one I couldn't recognize. The new swag lords. Let's see. We've got Kingdra, I believe is that evolution. This I forget the Scorpion King. I forget the actual name of him.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, that's him. Then I don't know Slugma right there with the Slugma with the crown and the cape. I have no idea what that slug is. And then Pinsir, it looks like he got boosted. And then down at the bottom, we've got this little red bird or something. Depends on how you look at it. It says Soon I Rise. I kind of recognize it. I noticed as you say it, and we're like, yeah, that's it. But I don't remember what the name is.
Wurmple.
Is that Worm? Okay. I see it now. Yep. I knew as soon as you said it. I was like,
So the Slugma, quote unquote, is Shellos.
Okay.
Oh.
I just say it. I call them like I see them.
Nicole's, oh boy. And the Scorpion Pokemon evolves from, it's Drapion, evolves from Scorpii.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just can't remember the name. I recognize it. I have one because he's really cool looking.
I'm just saying for clarification for our podcast listeners who may not have the availability to pull up the link.
They should. It's in the show notes.
And Nicole's right. I said Shellos. It's Shellos' evolved form Gastrodon. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, you're going to burn in hell, Joe. Just so you know.
Wow.
Sorry, was that too rough?
Quickly.
That did. I'm sorry. No, but yeah, it's so these boosts. So let's the nerfs, right? A Hydrokin was nerfed and got rid of the waters.
What this is representing is Niantic put out a community note about the combat system and a bunch of changes that are happening. So this is kind of a summary of some of those changes and how they affect PvP. So that's what all this whole little thing is. But yeah. It's
pretty cool.
Yeah. So like a lot of these are specifically because not the Pokemon themselves got buffed or nerfed per se, but because of sweeping changes that they did to attacks themselves. So the team nerfed, it says Hydro Cannon got nerfed, so that's why Swampert and Blastoise are in there. Return got nerfed, so Ivysaur and Gloom got hit pretty hard with that for Great League. And then a whole bunch of other Pokemon got hit as well. But apparently Dragonair can now TM to Wrap. I'm assuming that is, well, it's under Team Nerfed, so hopefully your Dragonair doesn't get Wrap, I'm assuming. But yeah, they've got a huge, we're going to skip down to, it says community note.
Yeah, go ahead, jump down to it.
Yep.
Go Battle League preview, combat system update, legacy attacks. But wait, there's more. All right, Ronco, tell me what's more about this.
All right, so they're putting out leagues, they're putting out seasons, they're putting out ranks, they're putting out all kinds of different stuff. So Pokemon Battle League will be a triathlon style contest is what they're saying. And let me pull this up on the stream so that people can follow along there. Oh, did it not get announced in the game? It looks like it didn't. I was going to the news in the game, but it apparently it's not there because it's a community note instead of a news item ? Anyway, so battles can take place in any of the current leagues, so Great, Ultra, or Masters. However, apparently only one league will be available at a time for the Pokemon Battle League, and they will rotate throughout the season. So if you want to be the best, you've got to have teams for all three formats, which will be a change for a lot of people because they've been focusing on Great League. So then as you win battles throughout the season, your rank will go up. Go figure. And apparently your rank will start at 1, and you can work your way up to rank 10. So this isn't ranks as in I'm number 1 in the world. No, this is you're going from low level to high level. But they didn't want to call it level because we've already got levels all over the place, basically. And then after you reach rank 10, then you will actually get a battle rating, and this is where you're going to be rated against other people. So when you win, your battle rating goes up. When you lose, it drops. So they probably, I assume, are going to use a similar system, like the ELO system that a lot of other games use. That one's pretty prominent, which originally started as a chess ladder system. But anyway, and then you cannot use 2 or more Pokemon of the same species on your teams. So that's a new rule that's getting added as well. So that is the Pokemon Battle League. Now they've made a ton of they've made a ton of updates to attacks, but they've also updated the combat system itself a little bit. So people before were abusing the charged attack system, using the same attack at the same time. Right now, or I guess what's happening now, is when 2 Pokemon use the charged attacks at the same time, Pokemon with higher attack stat will go first. If they have the same attack stat, then a random Pokemon will go first.
Nice.
So
RNGesus comes into Pokemon Go. All right.
Yep. And then switching Pokemon now clears any changes to its attack and defense stats. So before, you could build that up and they would stay. So if you used like Ancient Power or something to increase your stats, they would stay. But now if you switch, those effects get cleared out. So, but that's...
Oh, speaking of switching, we were talking about the code dive last week. This plays in right now, right? We're talking about the code dive last week and how you could switch out Pokemon mid-battle. Is that playing into what you're talking about here? Where
I can't remember I know what you're talking about because I remember listening to the episode, but I can't remember the actual source itself, but that sounds likely. But this will also... So I was talking specifically about buffs, but this will also remove debuffs. So there are some debuffs in the game that lower the stats of your Pokemon as well, and so those will get cleared out. So if you've got buffs, you may not want to switch. If you have debuffs, you'll be encouraged to switch.
sounds good. Now, will you get like green arrows mean good, red arrows mean down? I mean, how are we going to see the buffs and debuffs?
When you use a move that has a buff, it'll say in fairly big letters that you got the buff.
So you're saying the letters themselves are buff? Is that what you're saying?
They're buff.
I gotcha.
Buff letters. Like the rock-sized letters.
Okay, we have a theme tonight. It's going to be the rock.
Well,
Dwayne the rock type. That's my title suggestion right there.
If they ever did a live-action Pokemon movie where they actually use actors instead of CGI.
Instead of CGI, okay. Which I hope they don't do.
The champ. I'm just saying.
Fair. That is straight fair right there. It is. You're right about that. Is there anything else you want to do? Talk about with updates, attacks, or anything else?
So yeah, a lot of attacks have been changed.
Yeah.
We're not going to go through all of them. We mentioned a few of them from the infographic before. One thing I do want to mention though is Surf got a pretty substantial buff, and so Kyogre with Surf greatly outmatches any other water type Pokemon right now, like ridiculously outmatches. But yeah, and they're bringing back a bunch of legacy moves as well, so that'll be fun too.
That's I know a lot of you guys, because I don't know much about legacy moves. I forget what's legacy and not, but no, there's lots of ones that a lot of people loved and they're missing. And I was actually trying to look up to see if I think I have a Kyogre that Barry gave me. I think it was Barry, but I was going to see if I had Surf. Um, that Licky, that's just the funniest name. I'm just saying.
I know you crack up every time I say it.
It is. It's well, it's the fact you named your kid that. It cracks me up.
Oh man.
So, what's the most exciting attack or buff or change that you see here on the sheet?
Probably Surf, to be honest.
Now, does it only really helps Kyogre, or does it boost everybody? I mean, I know it helps everybody, but if you have somebody who's really powered up, is Surf like the go-to now, like Hydro Cannon used to be?
Surf is the go-to. I don't know what all Pokemon get Surf, to be honest, though.
I know. Doesn't the Alolan Pikachu have Surf? Because that was like the first one we saw. And
one of the Pikachu, not Alolan Pikachu, but the event.
Yeah, okay. I knew there was a Pikachu, right?
Yep. But yeah, there's a bunch of other Pokemon that can learn Surf as well. Like Rhydon can learn Surf, which is a nod to when the old games were in beta. But yeah, there's a few others that can learn Surf as well. Lapras, Politoed. Yeah, we'll have to see who.
Apparently, I caught my own Kyogre. He didn't give it to me at all. But it doesn't have Surf. It has Waterfall and Hydro Pump. Which are not; those aren't bad, but it's not Surf.
It's not Surf. Waterfall is good. You want Waterfall Surf right now.
So I should take. Well, no, that says new attack, not additional attack. So I could change out. I could for 100,000 Stardust and 100 candies.
You could get another attack.
That I can get another attack that may spin up Surf.
Yes.
I don't have 100 candies. That would take a long while, but I do have the Stardust.
I am shocked that you don't have the candies.
Hey, you know what? My buddy right now, because I don't remember his name, I got to pull him up. Shieldon. My buddy right now is Shieldon. And I'm walking the crap out of him so I can get that evolution because I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The next one that besides Surf, Aura Sphere. That's a fighting type move. Specifically, Aura Sphere on Lucario is pretty amazing. To the point where Lucario actually, until things change, Lucario with counter Aura Sphere is the highest DPS fighting type Pokemon. He has dethroned Machamp. He is higher than Conkeldurr, who's not even out yet, who was supposed to beat out Machamp. He beats out Breloom. Breloom has as far as DPS, damage per second, has been higher than Machamp for a long time, but because Breloom is so squishy, Machamp has always been preferred over Breloom. But yeah, Lucario with Aura Sphere outperforms all other fighting type right now. And his typing, because if I'm not mistaken, Lucario is steel fighting. So his typing actually makes him quite good when it comes to for different matchups. So he has neutral damage against psychic type Pokemon and stuff like that. So yeah.
And just to be clear,
I need to get more Lucario.
Ludicolo evolves from Lucario, right?
No.
Dang it.
Riolu turns into Lucario.
All right. Let's see. I don't have that one either. So apparently I don't know who Lucario is.
Do you want me to show you who Lucario is?
I've got my Adam Merrick primer ready to go right here. For one. Oh, yeah. It's the Ninja Dog. Okay. I get it. So Riolu is a little ninja pup. Lucario is the Ninja Dog evolution. I mean, doesn't he look like that? He looks like an actual ninja that's here to do some damage.
Yeah, and Lucario is in the Smash Brothers games as well. So,
all right, those are another thing I've never played before, but that's okay. We'll move on.
We can fix that eventually.
And okay, technically, I played a little bit of Smash Brothers, like one of the originals.
Nintendo 64.
Probably. I mean, fighting games just aren't my thing. Yeah, I don't know. It just never took. Let's skip the warning right now. Let's go to the favorite.
DPS.
All right, let's see. DPS.
Since we're already talking about
number 2 there. All right.
Kinds of fighting stuff.
So this is the end of the year DPS rank update for 2019.
So, and it shows their position beforehand.
Yeah.
And where they've moved to.
Wow, man.
You like that Lucario change right there?
No, because I don't have them. So no, I don't.
He just that shot up way
skyrocketed.
Yeah.
But what about Groudon, who in the weather boost, he really shot up.
Yeah, that earthquake. Earthquake got a pretty significant boost. I kind of wonder if after we have the birds, the legendary birds with the Team Rocket, if we're going to get Kyogre and Groudon, since they just got pretty significant buffs from this.
Yeah. So what in other games might be called God tier? It looks like you have Mewtwo and Rayquaza at the very. Is that what I'm reading? Is that the very, very top?
Yeah.
And then that aura sphere just cranked him way up. But Groudon's right behind him.
Oh yeah.
It's
and then there's Rampardos and Metagross, and then it starts dropping down. Blaziken, Chandelure for the fire type. For flying, it's got they're color coded as well. So sometimes you have to figure out what color it's trying to represent. But for flying, it's got Moltres, and then
that's what that symbol is. That does not look like a Moltres to me. But okay.
That is a Moltres. You should
know
right. It's your bird. You are Valor.
Okay. Are you looking at the same graphic that I'm looking at? Which can be found at Pokemon GO Podcast.com on the show notes.
These symbols are from Pokemon Shuffle.
Okay. I mean, some of them say the same. Like, I can see Machamp. I can see Breloom. I can see Kyogre. But yeah, that one, I was like, it looks like an angry duck. I don't know what to tell you. It does not look like anything Valor.
Angry duck.
Yeah. Kind of. I mean, it's hard to. And I'm zoomed in. It's kind of hard to even see those are flames. It's like he's playing with a slinky and he's mad. I don't understand what's going on with that. But
and then Darkrai, it's got there. So this is the highest DPS for specific types is what it's trying to display here. And then it's got some honorable mentions, like it's got Breloom and Machamp down where Lucario used to be. Electivire and Raikou for the electric type.
So now Raikou's kind of, I can see it when you say it, it's kind of hard to see the way that little icon is. But Mamoswine's right there behind him.
And then Kyogre with its buff.
Which now is what, just above 16.5? Or right at it?
Or just below.
The blue dot. So yeah, just below. Yeah.
And then Gardevoir, Pinsir, and it's got a second Groudon on here. I don't know why they only did weather boost for Groudon, but
well, maybe he's the only one that jumped up way high with the earthquake buff. I mean, weather boosted, he jumps up right anyway, but that earthquake buff, he jumps up from 15.5 to 18.5. Whereas before, if I'm reading this right, he went from 14.5 to 17 ish.
Yeah.
So, I think that's why he's in there twice. Is the boost was significant?
No, he's more than 17. He's got to be. That's probably like 18.2
on the buff, but before. So before he was like, I mean, it's not
you're
great
right,
numbers.
Right.
Yeah,
probably around 17.
Yeah. So, um, cool stuff.
So I realize that on the podcast this might be a little hard because we're trying to
Well, that's why we're
describe a
describing
picture.
it as best we can. Yeah.
But yeah, go take a look at that if you're curious. There's this mix up changes quite a bit, and it's not just for PvP. Yes, it was kind of a lot of this was focused on PvP, but a lot of these changes will impact your rating and things like that as well.
Yeah. It's nifty, especially if that's your thing, to jump in and look at it. I mean, PvP, those kind of things, it's pretty. So if I can understand it, it's well done. So there's that. Let's go. Let's go to the thing we've all been begging for. And real quick, hello, Pokecatcher Germany. Hey, there you go. Very nice.
Hey, first time out here on the stream, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Welcome.
But here we go. See how many we got here. Did you got trivia? Right? You do. Okay, cool. Party hat models for Wurmple, Raticate, and Wobbuffet. Although we know Wobbuffet ended up in the Sarlacc pit, so I don't know why we're doing a party hat for them, but it is what it is. Oh my god, this is so bad.
Oh, you love
this
it.
Is
I know
so.
You do.
Oh my god, this is right up there with Hippie Eevee, man. This is
You know you want
okay.
that
Wait.
Purple party hat Wurmple. You want it.
Wait a minute. Now you get down to the steampunk Grimer. That's all right. They just made his hat stupid big, because he had a hat before, right?
Grimer is not on.
Not Grimer. Coughing. Wheezing? You get down to steam. Joe, you're taking another month off if you don't just infer what I'm trying to say and play along with me here. Yes.
That's Galarian form Wheezing. That's the shiny form.
Okay, so they didn't actually. Still, he's cool because he's different and new. I would not. I know they're showing the shiny form versus the hats, but this party hat thing, man. Why?
Just for you. Zigzagoon
actually looks really good.
Yeah, that's the shiny Galarian form of Zigzagoon.
So it's both shiny and Galarian. Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't change. They probably I'm guessing they changed some of the color patterns for Galarian because he doesn't look that different from.
He's a fair bit different. The Galarian form is black and white as well instead of the tan and white, and he looks the pattern does look different, and he's spikier.
Got it. I still recognizable, but he looks more like the ears and I don't know if it's different, but looking at this picture, the Zigzagoon looks like a more of a dog and less like a wolf in my mind. But then the evolution looks like the badger that Ernest P. Worrell would bitty and then get his face ripped off. Yeah, that's a mean looking badger right there.
What?
You've seen Ernest Goes to Camp. Oh my god. Okay, everybody needs to watch Ernest Goes to Camp. That movie is solid. And Ernest P. Worrell is out in the woods trying to teach these rough and tumble kids who are there for punishment, basically what never to do to a badger. And he does a version of Porky Pigs, That's All Folks, like bitty, and then they don't like rip him apart.
Isn't there an Ernest one with trolls?
Yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid. I don't recommend that one. But I mean, it's fine. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just Ernest Goes to Camp was the first movie, and it's the best movie. And it's straight up PG. It's straight up family movie. It's great. And it'd be fun to sit down during the holidays with your family and your kids, and I think y'all enjoy it. If you like kind of funny, dumb, it's not quite even slapstick humor, but anyway.
Whatever you say.
That's right.
We're getting a lot of new forms, shinies and hats, and yay.
What do you honestly think about the party hat?
Yeah.
All right. I know I take flack, and that's my job is to take flack. But yeah.
You know you like the pink female Wobbuffet with the party hat.
And the purple lipstick. I'm not hating on it. I mean, party hat, whatever. But I'll take a shiny Wobbuffet any day.
So you can get a Shadow Wobbuffet. I wonder if you can get a Shadow Wobbuffet with a party hat.
No, yeah. Come on, let's Dagwood this thing. Shiny Shadow Party Hat Wobbuffet.
And why doesn't Shadow Wobbuffet, the eyes on the tail, why aren't they red? Just saying. They should be red.
Yeah, because all the other ones are red, right?
So Wobbuffet's eyes, the main eyes, are red on the Shadow form, but the tail has eyes on it, and they're not red. They should be red.
Let's see. Let me type in Shadow and pull up Hitmonchan. Yep. Nice red eyes. And the other one is my Weedle. Well, okay, Weedle's just straight dark eyes of the soulless worm. But now I'm with you. If you can see their eyes, that's the pattern, right? They're red-eyed Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Let's go to you. We did my favorite graphic. Let's go to your favorite graphic, which actually I enjoy as well, from Wonderful One. And it's our weekly update.
Good one.
And there's a lot here. Now, we did cover the community day, which is coming up this December 14th and 15th. As of this recording, it's coming up this weekend. What about the 16th? I see there's an egg pool shakeup.
Yeah, so we don't know exactly what's happening, but eggs are expected to change. Is all it is on the 16th.
Okay, just shuffling the deck. Then on the 17th, Verizon apparently is now sponsoring Pokemon because Verizon arrives.
Yeah,
it's probably Verizon. I'm gonna look it up, see what the book says.
Verizon.
That's
right.
I think you're close. I think you're a lot closer than I was. But when you look at it, what does it look like? Verizon. All right.
And then on the 20th, we're getting a Lugia and Ho-Oh raid weekend. Now, some of the foreign people have taken issue with the timing on this because it starts 1 p.m. Pacific time and ends 1 p.m. Pacific time, which is standard for events. But people who are elsewhere, when this is starting, say, midnight, are losing out on some time that they could be.
Okay, let's do the math. And this is an honest question. Let's do a little bit of the math, right? It starts, let's just keep it Pacific time. Let's not try to translate the time frame or anything. It starts at 1 p.m. Well, from 1 p.m. to what, 9 p.m. you can do raids, give or take? Yeah, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., like somewhere. I don't have the exact time. I know it's after dinner. So between 7 and 9, raids stop. So that's, let's call it 9. It's probably not. Let's call it 9. It says 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 8 hours. And then we can't do any raids until 7, 8 in the morning. I forget the exact time again when raids can start again. To 1. So let's call it 7 a.m. for generosity. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. That's 6 hours. Won't they get the basics? 8, 6 is 14. Won't they get the basic 14 hours that we get? Because they would get 7 o'clock their time through, if let's say you said it started at midnight, they get 7 o'clock their time till 9 o'clock their time. That would be, so no, they do get shorted. No, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, that's about right. It's about the same amount of hours.
Yeah, the hours themselves should remain the same, but they miss out on a 3-day span because it's going to cut off.
I think, yeah, you might be right, because I'm not going to go that far into the math. But I think potentially, if you broke down the actual hours of availability around the world, be pretty close.
Yeah, there's just some people are wishing that it was localized instead of.
Yeah, no, that why do you think they're not doing that, Joe? Why? Because they do it for everything else.
Yeah, because
you think it's a coding thing specifically to raids that makes that difficult?
I doubt it, because raids are, when they appear and don't appear, is localized.
Yeah, that's so I absolutely get that argument. It's like, well, if you localize community day and you localize your events, and well, the 1 hour dinner rates are localized. Just 6 to 7 your local time. Yeah, that's different. I don't know. Then But wait, there's more. So after you're done gorging yourself before Christmas on Lugia and Ho-Ohs, they take a few days, 24th, 25th is off, so everybody can do their family crap and be busy and all that jazz. Yeah, no, I said it right. And then I guess 26th, 27th, they're giving their people some time off to rest and all this other stuff. The 28th, we're to a winter weekend event that is local time, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is a pretty big event. And you get the nice icy rock dude. Iceon. No, Iceon is the Eevee.
Glaceon is the Eevee.
No, I said it right. Iceon. Then you get Diamondon is the okay. What's with the snot bear? That one I don't know. I don't think I want to know him.
His name is Cubchoo. Evolves in
that is gross. That is so gross because that is actually Pokesnot coming out of his nose. If his name is Chew, what's the? Let's go with the origin of this name for trivia. Well, he's a cub like a bear, and he sneezed, so his name is Chew. Cubchoo.
Yep.
Joseph, man, this is killing me. Every time I said this last week, I'll say it again. Every time I think that Pokemon can't get any more weird, boom, it gets weird. What are you gonna do?
Things are getting weird.
All right. But beyond my randomness of this announcement, evolve an Eevee near a Glacial to learn Charge Attack Last Resort. So that's cool. So it's not just evolving to the Glaceon. You get a special attack during that weekend,
which is its Community Day move.
Gotcha. And then
we know you play with the gotcha.
Well done, Joe. It's good to have you back. 2 free raid passes until the event is over. Does that mean 2 free raid passes a day? I don't understand until the event is over. Yeah, so I mean, why didn't they just say 2 free raid passes?
Just like when there's special raids where you get 5 free raid passes.
Right.
Same.
But the way they phrase it is that's where I probably shouldn't be confused, but normally I go, okay, you'll get 5 free raid passes, right? Blah, blah. Well, this says 2 free raid passes until event is over. So does that mean you'd use your frees, you use the 2 free up, and then they give you 2 more?
You can only have 1 free raid pass in your inventory at a time.
So you get the pass, you use it.
You can only get the 2 passes during the event.
Okay. All right. So make sure you get if you've used yours, make sure you get yours in the morning before this starts, use it up, and then you get 2 during the event. Or theoretically, I mean, when I say use it up, I mean get your free one already for the day, and then you'll get 2 more. They'll give you a total of 3 for that day. So what? Yeah. Okay.
Well, you could really get in 4 if you have the one from the day before.
I got what you're saying. You get 4 attacks, 3 extra passes. So, I mean, I'm not going to argue with you, Nicole. Cubchoo, he's kind of cute, except for the big blue ice snot ball that's coming out his nose.
Which makes me wonder, because Baratic has like an icicle beard. Is that a snot beard?
I'd have to look him up. Let's see. I don't know. Is it a tick that's sucking all the blood out of him? Because, Cubchoo. I see.
Athena-san. Ew.
You know what? That could be frozen drool. I'm looking at the picture right now. That could be frozen drool. And actually, Joe, if you look at least the picture I have in the book, I don't know, look up a couple of different pictures online. Tell me if there's anything different. But that color blue starts at his nose and then shows up around his mouth and down his chest. You tell me, sure Joe. Moving on to other stuff. We've got the breakthrough for November, December still the same. Man, I'd love to get that pink. Pink.
It's fuchsia.
Fine.
The fuchsia Kyogre.
Yeah. No, not the Kyogre. Well, yeah, that one. No, Moltres. Yeah.
No, that one really is pink. I thought you were talking about Kyogre again.
No, I would have called Kyogre purple. Although fuchsia is probably more correct. I would have called it purple. Then we got Terrakion, Raid Day, and then Regigigas.
Not Raid Day. Oh, yeah, you're right. Raid Day, and then they're going away.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's those hours we're talking about, 6 to 7 p.m. local.
But Tracheon raid day's already happened.
Yeah, he leaves December. Well, it says leaves December 17th.
Yeah, the raid day was yesterday.
But yeah, I don't know. We're moving on. But hey, how is your Spinda collection going?
I don't know. I stopped caring. Let's see.
I think so did the rest of the world.
Spinda. I've got quite a few of them.
All right.
I've got 17 Spinda. I don't know how many different Spinda I have, but I have 17 Spinda.
I'm looking at the current Spinda according to this picture, and I'm saying it's the Orphan Annie Spinda. It's got the rosy cheeks, little rosy ears. Looks like it had a little bit of a hard knock life, but it's cute.
The Charles McFall Spinda.
Oh, I want that one. That's the one I want. That's got the goatee on it, and yep, he looks about as stable as my mentality. So I dig it.
He's a drunken master.
This is what he looks like, very much. Absolutely. What is up with Giovanni? I saw that pop up tonight in the news.
Yeah.
In the game.
I don't even know why they announced it yet, because as far as I know, there's not really any new information here. But Giovanni has Shadow Zapdos. Yeah, we all knew that, or at least most of us knew that. And then next month he'll have Shadow Moltres. The real question is, what will he have after that? Oh yeah, Athena-san, you're right. I could look in the Pokédex to see which Spindas I have.
I forgot about that as well.
Yeah, because you can see the different ones. So Spinda is number 327.
Does that mean I can start getting rid of some of my unknowns just because it'll show me which ones I've had?
So if you're talking, I can't hear you right now. Someone played the Rick and Morty song.
Let's see if I can say that name. I didn't hear it, so I don't get to hear it. But it may go out on the stream. But Kissin Schlott AT, I think I said that right. It looks like I played it. So thanks. So I don't know if they heard it on the stream, but you heard it. And obviously it blasted you out, Joe. So apologies there.
So I have, for Spinda, I have 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The question I was asking you is, if I go to my Pokédex, will it show me all the unknowns that I have, so then I can start actually sending those for candies instead of holding on to however many I have just to see the different ones? And I'm looking through to see what I can see.
Yeah, if you go to unknowns, it'll show you the different forms that you have. If you go into your Pokédex.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to scroll through to see if I can find them. I'll do that later.
Unknown is from Johto.
Okay. So man, and I lied. I said they're taking the 23rd, 24th. Well, nope. I just didn't read far enough ahead. Lots of stuff going on during this holiday season around the world. December 24th, starting at midnight Pacific and going through January 1st, you got the Pokemon GO holidays with costumes, spawns, eggs, raids, glacial lure, new event exclusive field research, shadow Pokemon, shiny Pokemon releases, and avatar items. Does any of these jump out at you that you're like, oh, that is really well, the newly released Cubchoo I can see is that's definitely, I mean, I'm going to get him.
I know you're super excited for the ugly sweater contest. I mean the Stantler sweater.
I saw somebody in my list wearing the Delibird sweater. It's like, oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, no. I mean, I'm not hating on it. I've talked about that. I'm not hating on it. I just don't get it.
You're not, but you are. Okay, got it.
No. I mean, you can have it if you love it. I mean, sure, I get that you love it. I just don't understand it. All right, out of all the hats, this one's okay, and it's the toboggan hat, some winter themed toboggan hat. And of course they're showing off the shinies with that hat as well. I think that's a Snover. Did the Snover have a different coloration for male and female before differentiating it?
Yes.
Okay. I don't pay that much attention. I just grab one and go. But yeah, I see it. On this picture, I can see the difference. Stantler looks really seasick.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
The shiny form.
And then this cryogonal. And Coach here are the new official things. Whoo, lots of stuff, man. That's a lot of stuff in a simple little graphic.
Yep. And cryogonal or cryogonal, whatever. Anyway, he looks like a mutated snowflake.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that yeah. And the other one we were trying to pronounce before, you got it right. That was the second syllable is the emphasis is in that second syllable. Where are you? I'm trying to figure out how to say your name.
Cryogenics.
Man, I've actually used this book enough that some of the pages, they're in the book, but they've come loose. Let's see. Cryogonal. Yeah. So again, the second syllable is the emphasis there. Cryogonal. Yeah, the second that's what Scott I know other people say it, but I've heard it most from Scott Johnson. The wrong emphasis is on the wrong syllable. And Ibbett says it, and it's fun. All right, so we just talked about the shinies.
Yes.
I doubt, like I said last week, any shiny is a good shiny. I'm down with that. And now, the gift from us to you, I was expecting a little something different. I saw that headline. I was like, oh, they're going to give us, now they are, they're giving us experiences and stuff that unless they flip that switch, we don't get these experiences. But I thought, hey, we're going to drop a gift into your inventory. But no, it's everything we just talked about, man. And not hating on it, there's a lot to do in these weeks. That am I wrong to say that most of the world has some form of holiday around this time? Yeah, the Jewish holiday falls at the same time of Hanukkah.
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Yeah, exactly. All of it falls around the same time. So presumably, a lot of the world has vacation time or some time off with their family. And
even if they aren't celebrating, a lot of people just take the day anyway.
Take it off. So
because their company has it off.
Might as well, right?
Yep.
Well, this is a good chance to get some Chinese food and play some Pokemon. Yeah, I'm going with the not celebrating. That's what I'm talking about.
When you said that, it makes me think of A Christmas Story.
Yes.
When they go have a Christmas duck.
That's no. The views and opinions of Joe R are not expressly the views and opinions of Giant Size Team Up Network.
That's how they sing it on the.
I know. And I was about to say, that's a movie you could not make today because that was. I mean, I'm watching it with my wife a year or two ago. Shut up! I know it's time to end the show. We're talking long tonight. Get over it. All right. That's a very insensitive scene. It's humor and it's good for the time, but man, but it's fun. It's accept it for what it is in the time, and yeah, moving on. Now, what is this iOS warning?
So, the newest update has some issues, and the biggest issue is that iPhone. It's an iOS problem in general, but the person who reported it said for their
I saw someone else saying
8. Yeah, so
yeah.
It's burning your battery super fast, burning through your battery, and it's making your phones hot. And so it just seems like it's cycling a lot more than normal. Apparently, low power mode seems to be helping a lot of people. But yeah, the newest update is taking a pretty heavy toll on your iPhones as far as battery life and when you use up extra battery, it comes with heat, so that makes sense as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get that fixed soonish.
And you know what? We got the first year that this came out, that creeped up really fast, right? We're all on lower level phones. I don't remember the exact phone you had. I think I was on iPhone 6.
Yeah, if you're stuck in a blizzard, just turn on Pokemon Go on your iPhone. You know, that's the best.
That's the best 5 minutes of heat you'll have.
You don't need your phone to text or anything like that or call emergency services. You just need your hands nice and toasty.
uh, you're fogging up the windows. What are you doing there? I'm just playing Pokemon Go, Mom. And just staying warm. It's cold outside. But yeah, that was a big deal when it first came out. That iPhone, I know I was on iPhone 6, and every time they did an update, just the battery life would get shorter and shorter and shorter. Do you think, Joe, they're going to fix that? Or do you think that we're at that point, even with the new phones, that the more they do updates, the more we're going to eat battery life?
I don't know. You never know with Niantic. They don't really care about efficiency of their code, so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. All right. At this point,
or they were just doing this as a thank you, since they know that half the world is going into winter. They're just like, here, have warm hands.
Screw you, Australia. You're gonna burn up with this phone, but we're gonna keep the rest of the world warm. The other half of the world warm. At this point, we're gonna take a quick break.
Australia, people are playing Pokemon Go, and it's spontaneously bursting into fire. You thought it was a Samsung exclusive feature, but no, it came to iPhone.
All right, now we're gonna take a quick break. So we got some more stuff, some awesome stuff to get to, and we've running along in this show. But stick around. All right, you can be a part of our awesome Discord community and our awesome Pokemon Go family over at patreon.com/Pokemon Go podcast. We'd love to have your support each month there. It's really, really cool. You can also do some awesome support right here on twitch.tv by hitting that subscribe button, cheer, all that jazz. And the best thing you can do to help support this show is tell your friends that you're listening and that they should listen or watch, whichever way you consume it. We'd love to have your support by watching, downloading, video on demand, sharing the YouTube video, whatever you do, that'd be great.
Rating it.
I
don't think we've had an iTunes rating for a long time.
I'm okay with that.
Charles doesn't like it when people make comments, so just give 5 stars and leave it at that.
That's not true. I don't like it when they call me out personally, especially when we had 3 hosts on the show at the time. But no, I've never been a fan of iTunes. But no, I mean, if you want to rate, if that's your thing, absolutely rate us, comment. But I love, what really does help is word of mouth. You tell the people I'm loving listening to the show or watching it, again, however you see it or consume it, then tell everybody else. Joe, what time is it?
It is time for random trivia, which wasn't here last week. I wonder if
I wasn't
so disappointed.
Step on your thunder, man. You do a really good job with this.
And this week I wanted to talk about Snover and his evolved form Abomasnow. Snover, they're both grass ice type Pokemon.
Thanks, Abomasnow.
Snover is the frost tree Pokemon. Actually, they both are the frost tree Pokemon. But yeah, can you guess where Abomasnow comes from? I don't think you can you?
Well, the snow part, yes. Abominable Snowman?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, so it's an evergreen tree mixed with a Yeti, basically. So, and then Snover, that name comes from snow and possibly clover or snowed over. A lot of these are just a lot of these are estimates or guesses on what they actually were going for. Pokemon making puns for the last 25 years almost. Snover, its Pokedex entry says that it lives in snowy mountains. Gasp! Who would have guessed? And it has little contact with humans. Again, the Abominable Snowman. Don't really see him or his cousin Sasquatch very much. But it's very inquisitive. So Snover is a very curious Pokemon. Even though it doesn't see people that often. And then Abomasnow, I keep saying Abomasnow, but it's Abomasnow. says that it actually creates the blizzards in the mountains, and that's why wherever an Abomasnow lives, it's always buried in snow. And it actually straight up says in its Pokedex entry that it is the abominable snowman. So, and these guys, as far as I know, yep, they are the only grass ice type Pokemon in the game. These two are the only, well, in any of the generations so far. So not just Pokemon Go, but they are the only Pokemon of that type. So that's pretty sweet. And then apparently Snover, its quote unquote hat, looks like the kanji letters for mountain. So that's pretty neat right there.
What's kanji?
It's Japanese.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask if that's a Japanese
it's a specific form
written
of
word.
Japanese, but yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So, but yeah, these guys and in their shiny form will be out this in a couple of weeks. So make sure to go and grab them. And like you said before, there's differences between the male and female Snover, where the male has an extra brown stripe in the middle, where the female does not. So there's kind of three sections on Snover. 2 of the sections are brown on males, and 2 of the sections are white on females.
Yeah. I saw that. Oh, in the new shiny graphic, I've seen that.
Yep.
Is it weak to fire type? Because it really
very much so.
Yeah.
Fire does 4 times damage to it.
And Nicole says that maybe Rover was the other part of Snover, like Snow Dog.
No, could be.
Yeah. I mean, if Cubchoo we can figure that one out. I think she's spot on with the Snow Rover. So,
yep. Or some people claim that it's cover as well, as in that it's covered in snow cover.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there could be that. So, what else? Everything good there?
Yeah.
We got our trivia. All right. So these might be old. We weren't really sure if these had played.
Might be old.
Show. Your baby might be old. You shut up. But these are some speak pipes that are probably have been played, but we just wanted to double check. So here you go. Maybe just because we have them, this is 2019 retrospective right now. Here we go. Let's see.
Hey, Charles and Joe. This is Kay Ashby from Fort Orange, Florida. Just calling. I was on my Saturday morning poker run. Had my gotcha. Running around catching some Pokemon, and at the local park. And I noticed I was listening to Pokemon GO Podcast. Noticed that Charles was talking about the shadows popping up for Pokemon he's seen before.
I remember that.
And I was wondering the same thing myself. My guess is maybe you know the answer. Just told you already. But
okay, I remember this.
To me like those are shadow Pokemon that you have not received.
Yeah, we did, and it is a month old, so he did call in right after that episode. So I think we did determine it was just a glitch, that they were shadow Pokemon in the game, but as they got released, something went weird with the code and put shadows on them when they shouldn't have been.
Yeah, so a lot of times when a new event rolls out, like this last event, the evolution event, Pokemon that are part of the event tend to show up as shadows even if you already have them, like Wurmple, or Burmy, I mean.
So, well, I mean, the Burmy shadow was legit for me because I didn't have the tan one, and legit was the one I didn't have, which I like. I like that it has 3 different colorations, and they went, "Hey, we know you don't have this color," so that was pretty cool. This one's by Jacket K.
Hey y'all, it's Jacket K, and I wanted to share a piece of my birthday weekend because it was a pretty exciting time.
I remember that.
Started out with me making a motion, or is it a notion, in my Facebook chat for an EX raid because I didn't have one, and yet it was a perfect day to do one. Sure enough, one of my friends hooked me up.
That's right. He got hooked up with a raid pass for his birthday. Ended up getting a really cool Pokemon. It was good. Happy birthday. I do remember that one. All right. And not to play favorites, but here's one of my favorites.
Hey, you guys. Cheeky Nashville here, and I'm from Nashville.
No, really?
Anyway, Joe, I hope you're okay, brother. If you need any verbal medicine, you can tweet me. I'll try and cheer you up. It's not good when you're sick, brother. Anyway, Charles,
Yeah.
you did a great show last week.
Yeah.
Even though you're a filthy casual, it's good to get the perspective of a filthy casual, you know? So I just want to appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Anyway, I still crave the Joe, and he wasn't on last week, so now I crave the Joe times 2. Times 2. I need to get my fix. Anyway, love the show. Peace out.
Yeah. Cheeky Nashville. Now, I don't. Had you played that one?
That's when I had the flu. No, we hadn't played that one.
All right. So Cheeky, sorry we sat on that for so long, but it's perfect. And thank you. Thank you for the feedback. So Joe, that means you need to do a little bit extra content to get his he's still on that times 2. In fact, he missed you last week. So now it's times 3 because it's a buildup. You got to do some extra content, Joseph. That's all.
Well, I mean, starting spring/summer, I am planning on doing another podcast. So
no, that's not the same as doing extra content for this. Well, that is cool. Well, maybe it work. You know what? Why am I assuming what Cheeky wants? Maybe he wants that. Maybe that's what he needs.
Yeah, maybe he wants my D&D podcast.
Because, I've got a number of other shows at gstu.net that he get more of me. But, you only got this. So we got to get you some more stuff out there, Joe, so that the rest of the world can find you.
Yep.
And to that end, we are at the end. Show at Pokemon Go Podcast is the email. Please send us your season's greetings. Send us your snow Obama pictures. Send us whatever you'd like. We'd love to have it. We're going to be, because Thursday comes after Christmas. Thursday comes after New Year. So we should be free and clear to do pretty steady shows unless, Joe gets sick again. The way you leave a voicemail like they did is SpeakPipe. That's at PokemonGoPodcast.com. There's a nice little tab right over there. And actually, you know what? We need to make a thing. It's PokemonGoPodcast.com/voice or something like that to redirect people. But yeah, just 90 seconds and a device that touches the internet with a microphone. And you too can leave your voicemail. And even if we don't play it right away, as you saw there, we'll get to it because we do not delete these until we've played them. So it was just a matter of checking it and getting it played tonight. Reddit is r/Pokemon Go Podcast. Facebook's Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter is at Pokemon Go Pod. And Twitch is Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. That twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast. So the name podcast is in this, right? So that means not only do we record live on Thursdays, you can watch us. You can see Joe's game. You can see the chat that's going on with the community here. That's pretty awesome. You can download this show into your ear holes. Any of your podcatchers out there, we're on Stitcher. We're on Spotify. We're on Google Play. We're on a whole lot of places that have podcasts. So just search Pokemon Go Podcast. And what number is this? 177, Joe. 177 episodes we've done. And actually, technically, before you even say it, I see it on your face. I can make my Cheeky Nashville impression. I see the Joe. You've done 3 or 4 more than that because y'all were doing it before we did.
And we've got a few that aren't numbered as well. So
yeah, I think we don't number when we do the Coverthon ones. That kind of thing.
Or some of the Dragon Con ones we didn't number. And
yeah, because it's just an off thing. So yeah, there you go. So what I'm saying is you got a lot of backlog to go back and listen to the fun stuff that we've done. Go listen. It's always fun to do this. I mean, I'm always improving. So you go back and listen to the first episode of Pokemon Go. I want to sound much better and found my footing in this show now than I did then. But Joe, it's like night and day. You go listen to Joe, and it's like Steve Rogers before he got the super serum, and now Joe's Captain America after super serum. It's hilarious. It's awesome.
Well, I started off with a headset.
That's
what I started off recording on, and now I'm on a $400 microphone. So
you're welcome. That's the hard knock life of us. Merchandise, tiny.cc/GSTU. That is the network channel store, and you can find some Pokemon Go merchandise up there. And YouTube, we're still working on it. Go over to YouTube. Whether you watch us on YouTube or not, the way you can support us on YouTube is you can just go over there and hit that subscribe button, I think it is, because I mix up. Everybody has follow and subscribe and like, whatever else. But do the one that lets you know when we have new videos put up, and search for Giant Size Team Up or Pokemon Go Podcast. And we need to get oh, I saw what Joe put in the chat. We'll have to address that with HR off the air, sir. Anyway, we got to get out of here. I got another show to do tonight. Joe, where can they find you on the web?
You can find me at Joseph_Ard.
And you can find me at Rock Got a Pod or Rock Got a Podcasting across all other social medias. Google me, man. You'll find me. Tune in next week to hear Joe say,
"Don't shoot your eye out."
Yeah!
What was that?
I don't I have no idea. All right, save that. All right, everybody. Joe, tell them how the game is played while I get this rendering.
All right. In about 2 seconds, Nicole's going to put in the link for Showbot, and then you will go out and you can vote on your favorite titles from the evening that people have submitted. And I know that quite a few awesome submissions are out there.
I saw Nicole put in 2 really good ones. That's going to be hard for me to vote.
Yeah, so there's 3 in there, all from Nicole. Some great ones in there from Nicole. Hey, just because you're the only one that put them in doesn't mean they're not awesome. So we've got Pokemon Go in a Blizzard from Nicole, Pokemon Heat from Nicole, and thanks, Abomasnow.
The heat is on. It's on.
Did you see some of the images I linked in chat?
No, I am a good podcaster. As I know, I mean, I'm not mocking you. I'm actually, I get distracted really easy by the side stuff going on. So I didn't click on any of the links. I try really not to read that.
Go up to the first Imgur link.
All right, hold on. Let me get to the voting. All right. So there's. I see this one. That is Abomasnow. That's horrible.
I didn't do it. I just Googled it.
You know what? All these are great, but I think the one that's winning is probably the best one. I mean, it doesn't hurt that I said it, but in general, as I'm thinking about artwork, as the flow, what would work?
Oh, shiny on the stream! Woo! Too bad it's not on the podcast.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just got a green bull on the stream. Bam!
Oh, nice. I can't see your game because I don't have that up. I love the dance. I love the safety dance that you're doing there. All right. Yeah, we got another.
Shiny Tauros.
Right now, thanks, Abomasnow is winning at 4. You're gonna have to do.
He's not half bad either. Look at those stats.
Nice. Yeah. And I do think, Joe, if you do the art, I think we have to be a little more tasteful than the one you linked, and put like Abomasnow. Yes, we can. Something like that for the art. Or put him wearing something about Obama on his T-shirt or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We can figure it out. Because we haven't. I don't think we landed on who's doing the artwork. Oh man, Nicole clipped it. That's awesome. I'm gonna use that as a promo this week and use that clip to share out.
For reasons why people should come to the live show, because that isn't in the podcast.
It's not in the podcast. So it looks like
I guess it could be because you're still recording the audio.
No, I'm rendering the audio.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's our countdown timer for the voting. So we have it set. So right now, Pokemon Heat at 1, Pokemon Go in a Blizzard at 2, and thanks Abomasnow at 4. That's what we got going on there. All right. All right, Joseph. You can go ahead and kill the broadcast because I don't think anybody else is going to vote. I mean, we're all good there. It's 20 seconds left. So thank you, everybody, for coming out and hanging out with us. And we will be back next week.
All right. Toodles.